Learning Navigator by Guru is a GPS for learners that navigates students to their learning destination. It works for all learners across education and skills. Each learner is supported by an education system. Navigator provides real-time data to teachers, administrators, content providers, and funders to better support their learners. These stakeholders are present across disciplines and geographies worldwide that can use Navigator with their cohorts. The app works on mobile phones, tablets, and desktop computers and can be used by one teacher with a smartphone and limited access to the internet, or in technology-rich environments. In this video, we will take a look at how this single, easy-to-use tool empowers students, teachers, administrators, and content providers. Let's take a look at Navigator for students. At the beginning of a course, learners sign into Navigator and take a short diagnostic assessment to determine what they already know across the specific domains of the course. Each domain has a list of corresponding competencies. Navigator immediately identifies what the learner has already mastered, shown in blue. The white line connects the highest competency they have across the learning domains that we call their skyline. It's different for each learner based on their current knowledge. The student clicks to what they want to learn, in this case to gain proficiency in 8th grade algebra, and Navigator establishes that as their highline or learning destination. The set of competencies between the skyline and the highline are those they need to master. Navigator creates a personalized learning route of specific online resources and offline activities from its catalog of curated content to navigate the student to their destination. If they are struggling, it reroutes them to reinforce the competencies to keep them on track. Multiple choice assessments are automatically scored. Free response questions, essays, and proofs are graded and entered by the teacher. The student's skyline goes up with each competency mastered. At any time, the student can click on the progress bar to see where they are on their learning journey. To summarize, Learning Navigator for Students is a GPS for learners that locates the learner's current knowledge and skills, creates a personalized learning path with digital resources and offline activities, reroutes students to ensure mastery, and assures learning gains. Now let's look at Navigator for teachers. Navigator has a powerful data backbone that gives teachers a real-time view of where each student is on their learning journey, based on their progress and performance. Teachers can create lesson plans by uploading their own lessons or searching Navigator's catalog of millions of open materials and assessments on topics that are aligned with curriculum standards and add them to their class activities. They can go live with formative assessments. This gives teachers an instant heat map of how well the students are understanding a lesson. They can also see how a student is progressing over time. The Course Overview dashboard shows teachers how each student is working through the course materials and how well the class as a whole is progressing. In summary, Learning Navigator for teachers provides real-time data of where each student is on their learning journey, supports class activities with a library of curated content, go live with assessments to get an instant heat map of student understanding, can monitor student performance within courses, and can personalize interventions. Now we'll take a look at Navigator for administrators. Navigator enables drill downs on how students and teachers in their cohort are practicing navigated learning. For example, in Texas in the month of July, more than 157,000 competencies were gained by students using Navigator. Administrators can compare different districts down to individual schools and classrooms. They can select other cards on the dashboard to learn about new users that have joined the system and the distribution of effort across learning activities. To summarize, administrators can drill down to monitor the performance of cohorts, review specific information or data, and measure evidence of learning. Navigator is equally powerful for content providers. Content providers can search Navigator's library to find courses, collections, and assessments, or build their own. Courses include units, each units have lessons, and lessons have collections and assessments. They can select a course and add a new unit, lesson, or new collections and assessments to a lesson. Navigator supports free response questions that can be scored using rubrics, as well as multiple choice, multiple answers, fill in the blank, drag and drop, and true or false. They can also see who is using their content in the US and around the world, and also by type, subject, or grade. To summarize, content providers can build collections and assessments, develop Navigator courses, and track the efficacy and reach of their curriculum. Tech partners can also integrate Navigator into their apps to bring navigated learning to their cohorts around the world. Navigator's granular data empowers students to reach their learning destination, teachers to facilitate personalized learning, administrators to track performance and scale success, content providers to reach a greater audience, and tech partners to integrate Navigator into their apps. Navigator provides evidence of learning to all stakeholders so they can regulate their activities to improve learning outcomes for students everywhere. Learning Navigator by Guru.